Hello people, it's Power here with a review of the Power Rangers Beast Morphers Steel Robot Ranger. He's not considered a Beast Bot for some reason, but this is essentially the Steel Beast Bot. So Steel was a part of the second wave of these Beast Bot figures. However, he was so low in the cases, because he was only one per case, that he became expensive and rare to get. Luckily, I did get him off of Amazon, as you can see right here, for like $19.40. I just received him alongside Gargoyle, Beast XL. So, this video was supposed to come first before the Beast X stuff, but then I had to get those videos out because I recorded those in January, and it's June right now, June 24th specifically. So, yeah, obviously, this is in typical Beast Bot packaging. As you can see right here, it's elongated. Here's his gimmick. There's the picture of Steel right here. Beast Morphers, Saban's Power Rangers. Again, this is the last toy I needed from the first season. Before the second season, obviously, why is he a Robot Ranger? That's like calling, this is literally like the same thing like Robo Knight Power Ranger. But yeah, so this lineup is weird because I understand why they chose what they chose, because there's Red Fury Mode Red. He replaced Cruz for some reason. Then there's Smash, and then obviously there's the Gold Ranger and Evox, and he's right there too. So I want to get him opened right away because he's already opened. So here's everything Steel comes with. Obviously the figure himself, his two weapons, which I forgot their names. I think this is named the Striker Morpher, if it wants to focus. Yeah, so this is the Striker Morpher. I forgot its name because I still have yet to see Beast Morphers, nor have I picked up the toy, because I'm just going to rather pick up the Go Busters stuff. The Striker Blade, I believe, or the Striker Saber. Again, I think I was actually going to correct myself, but then again, it took me so long to get this figure, so I think this is called the Striker Saber. They typically go with Saber. This is his Scarab accessory, because what's a stag beetle? So we will take a look at this later. And obviously this is the Morph X key for Steel himself. Again, I think we look at this later. I did not look that far back. I only looked at the demos because I just finished it. Here's the Steel figure. I'm gonna say this is, again, probably, like, obviously this is probably one of the best Beast Bot figures we've been given, because Steel is just, like, obviously he's humanoid, but he, obviously, because he doesn't have a transforming gimmick, unless you want to consider him transforming into a Ranger gimmick, he's essentially more of like a humanoid Beast Bot rather than Cruz. So he actually has the same articulation as like everyone else. And again, because he's a deluxe figure, he has paint all around him, and he's just overall pretty amazing. So his head can rotate all the way. He can bob his head up and down and like stuff like that. His arm can rotate, but his shoulder pad is really huge, which I did not know that this really hindered things. So I guess they had to do something to make him not as articulation efficient. But then at the issue, oh my gosh, that's pointy. His arms can rotate. Obviously no wrists. He can kick forward. He cannot kick back, he can kick to the side, and he can bend his knee and rotate that, and nothing on the foot. And sadly, I actually still have the same issue like my gold and silvers. So I guess the Sylvia brothers just have horrible legs. Okay, like I can at least, okay. So obviously with this, I can actually still kick it. It's this time it's with the knees are my issue. Because I feel like one of these knees isn't right. Because I don't think he's supposed to be standing like this. But I don't think he's supposed to be like this either. I don't know what stance Steel is supposed to be standing in. Because he just looks kind of weird. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me not remembering how he's supposed to stand. He looks fine right now, but I don't know. He doesn't look right standing is the issue. Like, maybe he's supposed to be like this. I don't know. I'm not the Beast Morphers nor Go Busters profession. I still have yet to see either series. So, yeah, there's that. And then here's his back. Again, his, like, this area of him is painted. And we got this because of its gimmick, which I'll cover right now. So you take the scarab wing, and you see a clip right there. Simply just... This is similar to Smash. So you just simply press it in. And it doesn't... like that. If you push it up, it's gonna come off. I think can only be at one direction. Yeah. So here you have Steel with the scarab back, and is he back heavy? I don't know. Haven't played. Obviously, I just opened him up. Yeah, he becomes back heavy. But essentially, the gimmick for him is that he flaps his scarab wings. I don't know a good way how to do this. But yeah, it's pretty fun. I don't, like, obviously it's, I don't know which one's more fun, this or Smash shooting out his hands. I guess this one is just kind of more awkward of doing because it's just like, yeah, I'm probably going to give it to Smash throwing his hands because this is just, again, like, I don't know how you're supposed to do this perfectly, but yeah. And the cool thing too is that you can actually double this as like a shield of some kind, just like Smash's head. So I think that's really cool. Obviously for me, I'm actually gonna keep it on the back because of space. Obviously you can equip the Striker Morpher and the Striker Saber or Striker Blade, but I'm gonna do comparisons with the Gold Rangers. So if I actually remember whose is whose. So I'm pretty sure the Striker Morphers are the exact same. And then the Striker Blade. Oops. I think this one's more solid. I did not know they were different because I think the Gold Ranger has more paint, but he has meat removal. Sorry for stealing that term. But I think, yeah, this one's definitely Steel's because they made a new one, but they got rid of paint, but they also filled this in. Huh. let me put this back in Nate's hand, because then now we're going to compare this with this, because this is supposed to, how it's supposed to be. Yeah, obviously you can see the similarities. I would say the gold here, I would say, is a lot sharper. I don't know which gold I'll consider like sharper, because I do like this gold from the Gold Ranger. But yeah. This one's more like bronzish. I actually kind of prefer this one. Let me just equip his weapons before we get into this comparison. So, last but not least, we will compare him with his Ranger counterpart. And obviously the silver is consistent. I don't know if this always happens, but my Steel's arm is just really loose again. These two, like my Sylvia brothers, they're really poor figures. So like, cause Steel's just stuck. Steel's stuck like this. And I guess this is how I'm gonna be displaying him. But then here's Steel. Obviously you can like give him this claw weapon, this scarab claw, if you really want to, and then give him the striker saber / blade. Then it's like, why even bother? It's like, Steel, just keep this. This is yours. Okay. So obviously we got the Morphex key, which I'll look into right now. That's too far, too zoomed in. So I do like the design of this one. Obviously it's, I think, a back of a scarab or something like that. Again, stag beetles don't exist because stag beetles are considered beetles. Flipping it out is really difficult. This one I have the most, it's not the most difficult, but it's just, I don't know why it's one of the hardest, because it very like scratched paint on it, which is dumb. This is the same track as the Beast spots. I didn't bring any of them for comparisons because I got these two. So obviously Steel's is completely different. And Nate's is more of like a, not metallic yellow, but it's just more yellow. And then obviously these golds are different. And then obviously, does this have a number? No. Again, the numbers on here are inconsistent because this is like B5 and then 1. So, the B spots don't have the number. But obviously, you can also, I think this is going to be the same issue as Silver. Like, trying to put the Morphex key here, you have to put it like in the lower part because the fin. But like, just look how decked out he is. He has the Morphex key, he has these wings, and if you want to, you can do that. Actually, you can, I know I don't like doing this, but you can like do that. So it's like double the Morphex key, and it's just like, yeah, look, it's me, Steel. Whoa. So for this sake, I'm actually going to only use the Beast Morpher, or the Beast, yeah. I'm only going to use this because that's when it was initially supposed to be used for, and such, so, honestly.
We need to work together. We've got the code to victory. We need to work together.
Obviously, that's not Steel. That's Nate. And I'm doing this.
Are you ready? Say it's morphin' time. Go Power Rangers!
My Beast Morpher kept falling off of my shelf in the office because my, like, Television books, my Ultra Fusion card binder, would always constantly fall. So then it would knock the Beast Morpher to the ground. That already happened 3 times. So, you know, my spring is just...
Unleash the beast! Virus eliminated.
Yep. So, to the people complaining that, like, oh my gosh, it's not Steel's voice and such, why did they use another Steel thing? It's because Steel only has one key, and it's this key. Gold Ranger had 2, but they were like, oh shoot, we want to make a Steel figure, but we don't have another sound. We'll just give him a Gold Ranger, and everyone's like, why is it not Steel? Okay. And this review is already going to be like 20 minutes on its own, just because I keep dragging it on and such. But I actually do like this figure the most. Definitely of the B-Spot figures of the first wave, because the second wave I have not yet gotten because I want to get those on sale. Because I do not want to get duplicate figures for the same price of these. I already had to get this for $19, but I'm just gonna turn it off. Again, I'm not gonna put this in the Beast X King Morpher. I plan on doing a video of all the keys within, like, in general, because if you want to, this is literally the same thing, because they didn't bother getting Nate or Steel's actors back for it, which is why I'm really curious to see if they got Roxy's actress back. If they actually ever do a Robo Roxy figure, like, I don't, like, at least give me a Robo Roxy, and then that'll be good. Like, the other, like, villains, I don't really care about. Like, I'm pretty sure this line's not going to complete its keys. But, anyways, back to this figure. Yeah, I really do think this figure is pretty neat compared to the other two, because I think Smash would probably be my second favorite. I'm going to exclude Jax, because he's not in the same caliber, because Cruz is just... And obviously, like, you can pair him up with your Gold Ranger, and then do something with your Silver Ranger. So, like, you can do something like that. I'm sorry if this is off. I don't really have any issues. It's because if I do, it's just it's really stupid that he got shafted to 1 per case. That's really dumb for a new figure. And obviously when I did put in the Morphex keys, it did scrape him really badly. So again, with this one you can't really tell as much. There's like a gash, like so. Like, again, I just This is why I only show the Morphex ski stuff in the videos. I personally don't do it. Like, if it's this, then I'm okay with, because I know it's not going to scratch my toy. But it's just, I don't know. It's just the thing I really don't like about Hasbro figures is that the paint feels cheap. Because, like, your figures will just get, like, they would just lose their, like, paint any moment. It's just, like, I really hope Hasbro improves for Dino Fury. Although, I'm just gonna straight up say, if they do the same thing where they include in, like, the Russos within the figures, I'm not getting Dino Fury. But, yeah. I'm just gonna say, I think Steel's still available on Amazon, so I recommend to go get him as soon as you can, because again, it's so dumb this figure was like shafted. Like, it's just really dumb, if I have to be honest. But then again, I don't know when this is going to get uploaded, because again, the video I would have done would have been wave 5 of the figures, but I don't have Beast X Yellow, so. And we don't know if a wave 6 is going to happen, because we don't know, like, if they're going to release that Beast X King Red Ranger and such. If they are, again, they better release Robo Roxy. Like, this figure line.